Hey there everyone, welcome to our video. I'm Maya and I'm excited to embark on this culinary journey with all of you. Let's dive right in. So there was this cooking episode where I found myself facing the shortage of Swiss cheese while preparing the classic dish Swiss cheese fondue. It was for a cozy dinner party I was hosting to celebrate my food truck's anniversary. Swiss cheese fondue is a delightful melted cheese dish served in a communal pot where guests dip bread, vegetables, and other goodies into the creamy cheese mixture. Swiss cheese, or Emmentaler cheese as it's also known, is a type of cheese known for its nutty flavor and melting properties. It's commonly used in dishes like fondue, sandwiches, and quiches. Here in Florida, Swiss cheese is popular in dishes that feature melted cheese, such as grilled cheese sandwiches and cheeseburgers. Managing a shortage of Swiss cheese was quite the challenge, but I came up with a clever solution. Instead of solely relying on Swiss cheese, I decided to blend it with some other cheeses I had on hand, like Gruyere and Monterey Jack. The result was a deliciously creamy fondue with layers of flavor that everyone at the party loved. It turned out to be a unique twist on the classic recipe that no one expected.
Maya, your creativity knows no bounds. Your blended cheese fondue sounds absolutely divine. Swiss cheese is a staple in my household too, especially in dishes like quiches and cheese boards. Its distinct flavor adds depth to any dish, making it a versatile ingredient to have on hand.
I couldn't agree more, Sarah. Maya, your blended cheese fondue sounds like a culinary masterpiece. Swiss cheese is a must-have in my kitchen as well, particularly for dishes like croque monsieur and cheese soufflés. Its creamy texture and nutty flavor elevate every bite.
Maya, your blended cheese fondue is a stroke of genius. Swiss cheese is a favorite of mine too, especially in dishes like chicken cordon bleu and cheeseburgers. Its melting properties and rich flavor make it a perfect addition to many recipes.
Maya, your creativity in the kitchen never fails to impress. Your blended cheese fondue sounds absolutely delightful. Swiss cheese is a staple ingredient in my cooking as well, particularly in dishes like ham and Swiss sandwiches and cheese soups. Its versatility and creamy texture make it a go-to choice for many of my recipes.
When it comes to purchasing Swiss cheese, one critical criterion I consider is the aging process. I usually buy aged Swiss cheese for its robust flavor and nutty undertones. Here in Texas, I use it in dishes like Swiss cheese enchiladas and Texas-style mac and cheese. Beware of pre-sliced Swiss cheese that may lack depth and flavor.
I completely agree, Jennifer. Another essential criterion for me is the cheese's origin. I prefer Swiss cheese from traditional cheese making regions like Emmental and Gruyere in Switzerland. In Washington, I use it in dishes like Swiss cheese and mushroom quiche and French onion soup. Look for authentic Swiss cheese to ensure the best flavor and quality.
Emily, I couldn't have said it better myself. For me, the next critical criterion is the cheese's texture. I look for Swiss cheese with a smooth and creamy texture that melts beautifully. Here in California, I use it in dishes like Swiss cheese fondue and California-style grilled cheese sandwiches. Be cautious of Swiss cheese that may be overly dry or rubbery.
Texture is definitely important, Sarah. Building on that, another criterion I consider is the cheese's aroma. I prefer Swiss cheese with a rich and nutty aroma that indicates its quality and flavor profile. In New York, I use it in dishes like Swiss cheese and ham quiche and classic Reuben sandwiches. Choose Swiss cheese with a fragrant aroma to ensure a delightful culinary experience.
I couldn't agree more, Chloe. And last but not least, an essential criterion for me is the cheese's melting properties. I look for Swiss cheese that melts smoothly and evenly, creating a creamy texture in dishes like fondue and cheese sauces. Here in Florida, I use it in dishes like Swiss cheese and turkey melts and creamy potato gratin. Pay attention to the cheese's melting capabilities to achieve the desired consistency in your recipes.
In California, we often use Monterey Jack cheese as an alternative to Swiss cheese. It has a mild flavor and melts beautifully, making it ideal for dishes like quesadillas and cheeseburgers. I love its creamy texture and versatility in various recipes.
In Washington, we sometimes use white cheddar cheese as an alternative. It has a sharp flavor that adds depth to dishes like grilled cheese sandwiches and cheese soups. I appreciate its robust flavor profile and how it complements other ingredients.
In Texas, we have pepper jack cheese as the delightful alternative. It's a spicy cheese with jalapeno peppers mixed in, adding a kick to dishes like mac and cheese dips. I enjoy its bold flavor and how it brings a bit of heat to my recipes.
Here in New York, we often use provolone cheese as an alternative to Swiss cheese. It has a mild flavor and melts beautifully, making it perfect for dishes like Italian penne and cheeseburgers. I love its smooth texture and how it pairs well with various ingredients.
And in Florida, we have Colby Jack cheese as an alternative. It's a blend of Colby and Monterey Jack cheeses, offering a mild flavor and creamy texture. I use it in dishes like grilled cheese sandwiches and cheese platters. It's a versatile option that's widely available and loved by many. Wrapping up our conversation, we've delved into the world of Swiss cheese, exploring its importance in various dishes and discussing critical criteria for purchasing. Sarah discussed aging process, Emily focused on origin, Sarah emphasized texture, Chloe highlighted aroma, and I talked about melting properties. Thank you all for your valuable insights and contributions to our discussion. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our conversation about Swiss cheese and discovered some new tips for your culinary adventures. Until next time, happy cooking and cheesy indulgence.